Yesterday, I was teaching my girlfriend how to play Apex, and then I noticed it. Why does Bloodhound look really clean and completely different to how they used to? Well, it turns out, Respawn have remastered the appearance of more legends. This is an ongoing thing, and you won't be able to unsee what they're doing. So I started to check the original legends to see if their base models had been remastered. On Bloodhound, they added colour to the bolts on Bloodhound's helmet, lowered the amount of damage visible on Bloodhound's helmet, and also overall on Bloodhound, they have a lot less damage on their body, and also there's a lot less grime just everywhere. A good example of this is over on these pads. They've been completely cleaned up, they stand out a lot more. Also over on the chest, the colour of the string here has been changed, so Respawn have made a lot of changes to Bloodhound. I started looking further, and when looking at Bangalore, I realised they didn't change her too much, but they changed the colour of this chest fabric, and also made her arm wraps more grimy. Over on Pathfinder, they completely cleaned him up. I don't know how nobody's noticed this yet. All his grime is gone, and he just looks like he's had a new lick of paint. Over on Wraith, you may not notice it at first, but her wrist braces have been darkened, her overall material is a lot less shiny, and also some wear has been removed from her belt buckle. Also, her scarf now has a completely new texture, which is pretty cool, honestly. This was getting insane. And then I remembered that Respawn had also recently remastered Caustic and also Mirage. Mirage was pretty heavily remastered to the point where the material of his actual outfit had been changed to be a bit more comfy looking and also a bit more realistic looking, and they removed some of the wear on him. They made his scarf look way better and also just made him pop. Also, on Caustic, they remastered him as well. They cleared him up and also changed loads of little colours on his outfit to make him pop as well. So why are Respawn remastering Legends and also giving them more colour to make them pop more? Well, it's actually pretty obvious. This game is literally over 6 years old at this point, and despite 2019 sounding like it wasn't long ago, it was a long time ago. So a lot of the models in Apex, especially the ones new players see as soon as they start the game, do look a bit outdated, so Respawn are changing them to first of all make them look a bit more modern, secondly to make them fit Apex's style a bit more, and third to make the legends pop out a bit more. This is why there are random colour changes on characters like Bloodhound, so they just pop out and look a bit more colourful and unique. I did only discover the Bloodhound model update today, so I posted about it on Twitter, and this is very controversial. A lot of people are mad that Respawn are kind of killing the Titanfall art style of just griminess, and I have already made a video completely observing the fact that the Titanfall art style is kind of being killed, but also an equal amount of people really like this change, and they have a pretty good justification for liking it by saying, the legends earn a lot of money by playing in the Apex games. Why wouldn't they buy some clothes, or at least have a shower? While I was checking the game for remastered legend models, I did find that the only original legend to not have a model update was Gibraltar for some reason. This kind of does make me think something a bit silly, but bear with me for a moment. Maybe Gibraltar's in for a rework soon. We do know Respawn have been reworking legends who aren't used as much, and Gibraltar is definitely useless in today's Apex, especially when there's a hop-up which literally does his passive. It really wouldn't surprise me that Respawn haven't remastered his model, because they're just going to give him a new model when they give him a rework at some point in the future. I mean, if we look at Lifeline's classic skin, that isn't remastered, but it's not remastered because she recently got a new model with her rework. So Gibraltar rework soon. No weapons had updated models, and I couldn't find any further updated models, but this definitely isn't the end of remastering in Apex, especially because of a little thing coming in the future called Apex 2.0. Apex 2.0 is a huge update that's going to be coming to Apex at some point that has literally been confirmed by the EA CEO. And if there's one thing we know from when games get a 2.0 update, see Siege X, Overwatch 2 or Warzone 2, or maybe even when Fortnite upgraded engine, these updates come with graphical and lighting overhauls. And the fact that Respawn have made it clear that they are up to remaster some models to keep the game looking modern, it really would not surprise me at all if we got a graphical rework with a hypothetical Apex 2.0. There have been rumours that Apex is going to get a new engine for Apex 2.0. A lot of people are saying it's going to move on to Source 2, which would be so awesome because I absolutely love Source 2, but it's kind of impossible because the Apex version of the Source engine has been under Respawn's control for about 12 years, completely isolated from the Valve Source engine, so suddenly reintegrating it into a modern version of the Valve Source engine would kind of be like trying to put a square through a circle hole. Additionally, there have been other rumors that Apex is going to move onto Unreal 5, which is just definitely not true in my opinion. It would take so much work to port Apex to a new engine and would change so many things fundamentally about it, and it would probably take years. I just don't think it's possible. And also, I struggle to believe that Apex can be perfectly recreated as it is on the Unreal Engine. Just as an example, Apex Mobile was on the Unreal Engine, and even though it looks like Apex, there was something missing, some soul missing from it. So I personally think if we get an engine upgrade, it's going to be just that. Respawn are going to put more resources into upgrading the engine to give them a bit more wiggle room to improve graphics, improve stability, and improve accessibility to develop on the engine. As well as the Legend model remasters, there's also been a little something else as regards to Respawn remastering old things. As you may know, some guns have unique inspect animations, and some have this animation where the guy just goes, yeah, the side of this gun's awesome. But recently, like every single season or every other season, they've been adding new inspect animations to weapons. Recently, the Kraber got a new inspect animation that can only be activated while in the air. Awesome stuff. The Rampage and Spitfire just got a new inspect animation. The R99 just got a new pickup animation. And over the last few years, we've had so many new inspect animations. It's been absolutely great. So not only are Respawn remastering textures, but they're also remastering animations as well. They did not need to give the R99 a new pickup animation, but they did. We do know they have a few more inspect animations ready for something. The EVA 8 has a new inspect animation that was only revealed to us for one day through a preview video for the Draconis recolor of the EVA 8, until Respawn replaced it with a new preview video using the default inspect animation. And to this day, we haven't received the updated inspect animation, which did make me theorize they were saving this for Apex 2.0 just to give it that extra level of polish and new improvement. Although we truly can't know for sure. Rumors are that Apex 2.0 is coming out next year, like early next year, and I hope it's a legit effort to make Apex better and not just EA using the marketing hype around slapping a 2 on the ends to get people to play the game again. But honestly, this is just more of Respawn's ongoing effort just to improve the Apex experience as a whole, and honestly, they've been doing a pretty good job. Maybe in the long run, it might actually turn out that the horrible period of last year was beneficial to Apex and kind of made the developers and EA realize they value this game, but they don't do the right things. Plus, I really hope they remember what crossover events are. We had like 2 really close to each other, and then they stopped. I see Fortnite getting all these cool cosmetics, and then I realize Respawn are literally developing 2 Star Wars games. Why in the world does Apex have no Star Wars cosmetics? But anyway, to keep updated with the remastering of Apex and just Apex 2.0 in general, because it's a really interesting thing at the minute, subscribe.